The clown guy. Look at this. Little little fingerling.
Little guy.
That's what's picking me to death. But those other ones. Oh man, I got this guy pretty good. He wouldn't go nowhere.
Let's see here. Let's get him. Welcome everybody to the show. We ain't got nobody looking yet. I'm gonna get my shallow water pen in here.
Little guy. Can't believe how little that guy was.
To the top.
That was a James Dockery size fish.
All right, let's see what we can make happen here. Got us 5 people watching. Hey, there we go. Got Kelly Bullock's in here. Team Snagging Whiskers. Dustin's in here. Hey, Kevin Fishers is in here. Mikey Greenwell. What's up, everyone? Give me just a minute, guys, because I'm getting everything set up here.
What's up, everybody? I'm on a hot channel, can't bite all of a sudden. Now that we started the stream, it'll stop.
Sounds about right.
I got blood on the boat.
All right. Let me grab a shad. We'll start cutting space.
I'm going to put my earpiece in, get my iPad out here so I can check out the people in chat. Maybe I'll say hello. Can you hear me, Josh?
I can hear you.
Perfect. I actually kept one channel. Can't we get any more? I'm keeping a few. I'm having me a catfish fry.
Have a fish fry.
All right, let's see who's. I got to go find that Josh guy's channel before I can do that. Hey, it warmed up to 51 degrees here, Josh.
Hey, that works. Hey, remember, water's colder here than it was out there on the main lake, Mark. I'm down to 70 degree even.
I believe it. It's all sorts of weird stuff here. All my temperatures are colder in the shallow water because the sun ain't been out long enough, and that less water, slower water will cool off faster than the deeper stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've gone down to 3 foot of water instead of the 12 that I was in.
Hey, Josh, you're welcome. I'm watching an ad on your channel.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome, man. I'll even let it play all the way through. I won't even hit skip. So how's everybody doing? I see Matt's in there. What's up, Matt? Kelly, the Bullock Experiencers, Greenwell, Kevin Fishes, Team Snagging Whiskers. Just saying hello to everybody. What's going on, folks? If you guys could share this out for Josh, he'd appreciate it. I'm out here having fun fishing with them. I was live a little earlier this morning. I got 2 channel cats on that one. Then I went over to Double Hook Angling's channel, helped him do a giveaway. And now I'm going to hang out with Josh. Josh, you want to tell them exactly what you're doing today so they got a good idea?
Yeah, give me just a second here. All right, guys, Christina and I are fishing a tournament here on Red Lake tomorrow. And it's a local tournament. So what I'm doing today, I'm out scouting. So what you're going to see me doing probably a lot during the live is I'm going to be running and gunning. I'm going to go and try to find a pattern that I can repeat at different parts of the lake tomorrow. And so I started out dragging, and now I've gone up shallow. I'm going to try to anchor up and just kind of scatter some baits from all the way up on the shore, kind of out towards the channel that runs through this neck here, and just see if I can't get some fish to bite. If I can, wonderful. If I can't, then I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, and I'm going to make a run all over the lake and try to just try to find some active fish. We had our first big cold front of the fall come through yesterday, dropped the temperature down quite a bit, and these fish could take the lockjaw. But I've had a few this morning. I wish I had Mark's bite going on. I'd feel a lot more confident. But hey, Gene Tillman's in here. Welcome, Gene.
What's up? So, Josh, I'm on my iPad here. I went to hit the share button, and I'm used to the share button being able to share to my community tab. I wasn't able to do that. I wonder why that is.
I don't like that. Seems like that's an invitation to snag. This is one of my favorite spots on this lake. This is where Christina and I always end up during the couples tournament.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That couples tournament's coming up here, too. You guys in it again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to try to do something. We keep getting second every year.
Just so you know, Josh, we are getting some wind noise off your end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got a little bit of wind today. Once I got everything situated, I planned on getting closer to the screen anyway.
Okay, now this one right here, this is a gold. Oh, I'm hooked up to my GoPro. A golden shiner head has not been touched, so we're going to remove this and put some shad on here.
I thought for sure that was going to get bit.
Yeah, I kind of did too. I had high hopes for it, but these shad heads and bodies are doing pretty good. The little ones. I definitely downsized my baits because I was getting all those dinks and stuff. Those little baby 8-inch channel cats, those are the ones that'll tear your bait apart. They'll just sit there and pick and pick and pick.
That one already got napped.
And since I am using smaller baits, I'm definitely going to have to check them more often. Because if I miss a tap or something, there ain't no reason why they didn't get that bait off of that hook. I've been fishing on credit a lot already today.
Mark, the last rod I put out already got a hit.
It's a good thing. See, fishing on credit. That's okay. We got a lot of bait.
That would be in an area that's a lot deeper than what the rest of this is. So, yeah, guys.
You guys hear that guy mowing his lawn here across the river?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay, I got my earpiece in, so that's probably why.
Well, he's not coming in. Hey, there's Don R. Hey, Don.
What's going on, Don?
Guys, if you haven't subbed to Team Snag and Whiskers yet, go over there and give them a sub. They're 63 subs away from the 500 mark. That's going to get them that community tab. Guys, go check them out. If you haven't already, you're not going to. You don't know what you're missing. Hey, there's Freddie.
Freddie.
We'll try to load up YouTube on my tablet too, so I can see the chat comments a little easier. But they're coming in pretty good on this on the StreamYard today. And I will skip my own ad. So
let's hope I didn't sore lip all the ones that were in here. I think I put 6 on the boat here in the short time I was here, so I can't complain about that.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm going to take and try to. I don't want to sore lip a whole bunch of fish, so it's going to be one of those. If I can get a fish or two, get a fish, and then make a run and go somewhere similar, on the lake, and see if something to hook up there too. Then I can find a pattern that's going to work.
Freddie says, "Oh wow, looky, got Josh live and bonus multi mark. Woohoo! Let's go. What's up, Freddie? Don R. Hello, Greenwell. Hello again.
There we go. I'm gonna put that one up there. Bullets and barbecue. Josh, are these spots you marked fish on the fish finder, or just spots that have held fish before? These are spots that have produced for me before, in this time of year in these type of weather conditions. So it's one of those. This is one of the lakes that I'm very familiar with. So I usually go back to something that's worked in the past. If it was 100 degrees out today, I wouldn't even be back here trying this. But with it cooling off, I know that in the fall they'll make that transition and come up here. I haven't. It's real shallow up in here. It's a real hard time even marking fish up in this, but it's just a big old mud bottom. Let's see, there's Matt. Want to be outdoors? Yak Shore. Anthony's in here. Kelly Bullock says, Josh, congrats on 9,000 hook sets. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Couldn't have done it without all of you.
Congratulations. 9,000 subs. That's crazy. Someday I'm going to be as big as you are, Josh.
I just keep eating. You'll get there.
Speaking of eating, I got me some trail mix. It doesn't taste good when your hands are covered in shad. But I'm hungry, so I'm going to grin and bear it.
Man, we brought some up to Mendota with us, not this year, but the year before, when it was not overly hot, but it was warm. And Christina bought some. It was called Indulgent, and it had chocolate chips and peanut butter chips and peanuts, all kinds of stuff. It's delicious. You get it at Walmart. But that stuff ended up melting in the bag, and then overnight it cooled off, and so basically it formed one giant candy bar, and we just kept having to break chunks off this, trail mix candy bar. It was awesome. It was good.
Any means that, sir. Fishing with Big Mike. What's going on, Big Mike? How you doing?
Hey, Mike.
Outdoors. What's going on? Kelly Bullock in the house. What's up, Kelly?
I had that one line right there at the beginning. I'm going to reset my clock here and see what. I told Mark earlier I'll run a stopwatch on my tablet or my phone or whatever. There it goes. And I will run that stopwatch until I get a bite, just to help keep an eye on how long it's taken to do that.
Yeah, I don't do tournaments, so I'm pretty unfamiliar with any tactics that you would take, even on a pre-fishing it. But it's always interesting to me how people go about it.
I went. My buddy Heath and I won a tournament, and we won it. We won it big out here a couple years ago. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And I had pre-fished pretty much the whole week. But every day that I pre-fished, I launched at a different ramp on this lake and fished that area. And at the time, it was early spring. The water was starting to warm up. The crappie were spawning heavily, so they were up shallow. And it didn't matter where I was on this lake. I was going to catch catfish up in the flooded brush because the lake was about 6 feet high. I was going to catch them up in that flooded brush in about 1.5 feet of water. And I was able to repeat that any cove I went to on the lake. So I told Heath on tournament morning, I said, it doesn't matter if somebody gets to our spot that we're wanting to hit first before we do, because we don't have a spot, we have a working pattern. And that's just one of the things that we've always tried to work on, is find something repeatable, because there's always going to be somebody with a faster boat get somewhere before you can.
Yep. This spot right here, there's a lot of dock structure. There's channels that come in here, and this is actually I'm in the actual river channel. I'm in about 6 feet of water. You figure on a day when the water cools off to like it has, that they'd want to go shallow, but that didn't prove to be true. Hence my lack of success in the second stop that I had, because that's exactly what I was doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Matt, do I average out the times? No, I just kind of keep an eye on what it's going to take to get that first bite. I was on the phone with Mark earlier when I got my first one. It was 21 minutes into my first set, and just kind of give me an idea of how long it in. I'll kind of keep an eye on how long between bites. If I'm getting them every 5 or 10 minutes, I know I've got a pretty good pattern going. If they're spreading out, if they're half hour apart, on tournament day, I want to go find somewhere that they're maybe try to find me some more active fish. But it's all about playing against that time, and it's you know, there's really not a big difference between a local tournament and the online ones. For a lot of it, you're racing the clock and everything else. This is it's going to be a 5-fish limit tournament, about like a bass tournament would be. So we're looking for 5 good-sized fish. If we can find them, we're going to be in good shape. So.
Yeah, if I don't get another bite here in a minute, I think I sore lipped them all. I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I'm watching this. I started throwing lines out when we started on the show. We've been running. We've been running around 20. Oh, there it is, 15 minutes. So I probably had stuff in the water for about 10 to 12. Had the one bite, and that was it. I'm gonna move some baits around here in a second. I'll throw one way up shallow, and throw another one out into that channel, because that's the only place we've had a bite so far. They just might not be up as shallow as they're going to get yet. Move those baits.
I just moved my baits around a little bit. I thought for sure that big channel I caught was a flathead. The way it picked up the bait was heading to directly across into the channel. Okay, the flatheads do that. I don't have too many flatheads that do that. I mean, I don't have too many channel casts that do that. I misspoke. Sorry, folks. Oh, that one's way out there. All right. Josh, I really do love these multi-bars. I can't tell you enough how much I like them.
Oh, wonderful, aren't they?
I mean, every time I go to put a rod in them or take one out, or when a fish hooks up, I always remember what it was like.
Oh, I tell you what, you know, I had that homemade rod rack. I didn't want to screw that thing down to the boat, so it ran across the back of my rails, which, I mean, it went right around the halfway point of my rear deck. So switching to the multi-bars got me my whole rear deck back. It's so nice to have all the
real estate back.
Maximum time you wait for a bite in the tournament before you move. Let's see. Let's pull that one up. Let's barbecue. What's the maximum time you wait in a bite in the tournament before you move? It's going to come down to that. You know, that's going to come down to kind of with my stopwatch there. If I know it's taking me 35 minutes, or, you know, it's usually around 35 minutes before I'm seeing a bite, I'm probably not going to sit any longer than about 45. But I'd like to, you know, if I'm confident in my pattern and I know I'm going to hook up and I know it's just going to take a while, I'll sit and wait. But if I'm picking for whatever I can get and don't really have a stable pattern, I'll move around. I'll jump every 20 minutes if I have to.
What's going on, 922? How you doing, bud? He just came in
here. What do you know, buddy? You see Chad was in here. I saw Chad's eyeballs a minute ago, too.
Yeah. Oh, we got a bite on that one I just recasted. Come on, you can take it, eat it.
Get it.
If I get more of these dink taps, I'm moving. I got to go find a bigger fish.
Check on tank. So, all right, Anthony, I'll see you here in just a bit, buddy. this wind today is going to be fun too.
Yeah, it's coming through the mic pretty good, so we got an idea of what you're going through.
Yeah, I've tried to get out of it what I can.
Holy smokes! It feels like it's warming up here. Let me check the weather.
It's getting warmer here. It's good here. Where are you fishing? Hey, I'm out here on Wren Lake. Go figure. Old boy outdoors. How you doing, buddy?
Warmed up to 54 degrees.
What we're at. I know it's getting warmer. I know I'm about to shed this. I'm about to have to shed this hoodie.
I'm gonna shed this ice jacket from just my hoodie.
Ask me later.
I'll just have to put it back on if I move, though. But you know what? It is what it is.
We are up. We've made it up to 60 degrees. I think we're supposed to top out today around 72.
60 degrees with the sun out ain't bad. 60 degrees at night gets a little chilly.
Yeah, this is 60 degrees with the sun kind of in an overcast sky. So it's right there at that point. If I take this hoodie off and sit here long enough, I'm going to get cold. But if I leave this hoodie on and sit here long enough, it will get hot. It's right there in that uncomfortable zone.
I told you, Josh, it'd dry up as soon as we started the live. It's my curse.
Something big jumped over there. We might go mess around over there. I've never dragged baits inside this neck, and I think it would be snags. I think it'd be productive, but I think it'd be snag city.
I didn't stop to fill up the boat. I had like 3/4 of my 6-gallon tank, or else I'd go make a pretty big move. I just don't know how it would be once I get. Well, I don't know how.
Well, I found out I was running on fumes. I stopped and gassed up the boat before I come in because I've been having those motor issues. And I was thinking it was bad fuel, so I really wanted to run it all out before I refueled. And it took me, of a 20-gallon tank, it took me 17.5 gallons today to gas up. So.
And how long will a full tank last you?
Not very long.
See, that has me second guessing having a bigger boat, to be honest with you.
Well, on a good rule of thumb, and it's not 100% accurate, but a good rule of thumb on a 2-stroke motor is you take the horsepower and you divide that horsepower by 10, and that's how many gallons of fuel you will burn every hour at wide open throttle. So this is a 200 horsepower motor. Divided by 10, you get 20. If I run wide open for a straight hour, it should burn about 20 gallons of fuel. Does it do that? No, it probably comes in a little under that, but it's a rule of thumb, gets you in the ballpark. But if I'm running wide open, I'm pushing 60 miles an hour. So.
Holy heck, that's cruising. I don't need to go to that fast.
Yeah, you do.
Did I tell you? Were you on my stream when or I think I was on Dave's stream? A Lund came by, like a 20-footer with a 400 Merc on the back.
Oh man, that'd be wonderful. That would be absolutely.
That's more than you need for this little river.
That would be absolutely wonderful, though. Cold and 60 degrees. Oh yeah. Matt's giving me a hard time for being cold and 60 degrees. I'm starting to warm up. But you got to understand, it was 100 degrees a couple days ago. So
yeah, it takes a while to get yourself acclimated to the season change.
Oh yeah, by March, 60 degrees will feel like a heat wave. But right now, it feels kind of cool. Let's see, we've been 25 minutes to reposition baits. We'll get a little while longer. I've seen some shad up moving in the way up in the shallows, but I haven't. Yeah, there's some up there.
Yeah, where did you end up finding the shad today?
I found them in a. They were hanging at about. Well, they were hanging at about 8 foot deep in about 20 foot of water. I found them over by the bridge pylon. So the ones I got aren't wonderful, but they're good average size. Probably 6-inch shad. It's about average for this lake. I'll take those. It's when I throw the net, get it full of those little 2-inch things. It's just like, ugh. Go find.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. I'll take 4 to 8 inches all day long for these channel cats.
Work calls, be back to you. All right, 9:22. We'll see you here just a bit.
Later, bud.
Kevin Fish is still in here, buddy. Kind of curious how if the skips have started responding to this weather change or not. Kevin Fishes, guys, if you don't know, Kevin Fishes has his finger on the pulse of Kentucky and Barkley dams when it comes to catching skipjack. Good, real good fella. Catches a lot of fish too.
I think I'm going to make a move here in a minute, Josh.
Okay, I'll let you move, and then I'm going to do the same thing here in just a few. But
you know what? Why don't you go? Are you ready to move? If you're ready to move, you should go first because you're doing the tournament.
Well,
I'm going to wait it out.
If you want to go ahead, because I'm gonna give this a few more minutes on these because I did have a bite here when I first started, and then.
All right, I'm going to start reeling up then because I'm just getting dinked to death on one rod.
Oh, okay.
That means the big ones are out of here.
Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to move further back into this neck or if I'm going to make a longer run, go out and dodge around the main lake a little bit to try to find something. I know where there's a real big section of road that's sunk, and it's been productive for me later in the year. I don't know if they'll be up on it yet or not.
I got a choke point here in a turn that's got a pile of boulders and rocks under there. I mean, the river's like barren wasteland everywhere, except for these few places. Oh, well, that explains it. I got a piece of what you would call it on here.
What you got on it?
Whatever, a shiner.
Oh,
remember they weren't hitting a shiner?
Oh yeah, they weren't biting that shiner. I don't know why. I always like it when I get one of those in the cast net.
Yeah, me too. Usually, because they're pretty stinky, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one I was fishing on credit. Yeah, I'm getting dinked to death. They're dinking me out of house and home here.
I've got one that might be tapping. I can't quite tell if it's. It's hard to tell if it's the wind messing with it or if it's getting bit. If it's getting bit, I think it's a dink. But it's that first rod over here on the left.
It's all chewed up. They're peeling the meat off the bones on this piece.
That's a little cat.
Yeah.
Oh, Heathcliff.
If I had my bait rod and some worms, they'd be kind of fun.
We did that once up at Baldwin. Is before I'd even met Jerry Parker. It was when Heath and I used to go up there just to get discouraged.
Hey.
And we were trying to catch bait. We couldn't catch any shad that morning. So we decided we'd go bluegilling. And all we had gotten for bait was mealworms and red worms. And the bluegills would eat the mealworms, but they didn't get a chance to eat red worms because if you threw a red worm out there under a bobber, you'd get about an 8 to 10 inch channel cat take off with it. And we ended up sitting and catching a bunch of those little channel catch because on the ultralights they were fun. But it was kind of.
I'm not making that big a move, so I'll go slow. I won't have to mute it or nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know, I got spots on this river that are, you know, and I use that word a lot, textbook catfish spots, and they just never produce for me. I don't get it.
That's always weird, you know, how they do that.
I'm gonna make a move of maybe a quarter mile. That's about it.
Oh yeah, that ain't bad.
Nah.
I'm gonna turn a rod holder.
This section of river's got a lot of little, you know, like here's the channel. There's a little, like I would call it a tiny little bay over here with some wood on the outside with a point. There's another one that's a big open to these flats I can't get my bait into. If you ever have a kayak and you're in this neck of woods, let me know. I'll point you in that direction because there's carp in there. There's bowfin in there.
Oh,
I'm talking ridiculously. I've seen grass carp that I swear to God, Josh, were over 3 feet long swimming next to my boat when I was by there. Slope, you know.
Check this. We're gonna see if this one was getting bit. No, there's not. There's not a mark on it. My wife sent me something.
You know, if this price of fuel don't go down, I may end up keeping this boat, Josh.
What now?
If the price of gas don't go down, I may end up keeping this boat.
What's it running up there by you right now?
390 a gallon, 360 a gallon. It was one or the other. I drive a diesel and I didn't fill this up, so I didn't really. I caught it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
I could check my app here in a minute once I get checked out.
I paid $3.46 this morning, so.
Yeah, diesel's right at like $5 a gallon now. $5.10, $5.20 a gallon. That's insane.
That's crazy. Then we wonder why everything's costing so much. Hey there, Richard. Fishing in Freedom. What do you know, buddy?
What's up, Richard? Had some cormorants diving over here, so there's got to be bait.
Yeah, I've been watching it jump back here in the back of this bay a little bit, so I moved one of my rods. I turned the rod holder facing straight out the front of the boat. Pitched one up there kind of pretty shallow, so I don't know if that's what's messing with the shed or not. We're gonna give it a try for a minute.
I have not seen a water skier all day, Josh. I'm a happy man.
Hey, that's always a good thing.
I'm gonna buzz by this bank here real quick and see what's doing. If not, I'm gonna just move over into the channel and try that because I did mark some fish in the channel. I should slow down. Yeah, the cormorants are kind of quiet tonight because I just rolled by the. Maybe it's in the summer. I see some out here on the water, but they're not diving. They're just floating around.
Oh, just hanging out.
Yeah, it looks like. Now, when I'm looking on side imaging, Josh, now tell me if I'm doing this right or wrong, or at least compared to how you do it. I'm looking, everybody says, oh, speck grains of rice for catfish. I'm looking for those with shadows on
Mm-hmm.
for the most
I
part.
use mine
Those
more.
are the bigger fish.
Those are your bigger fish. But let's see if I can get. There we go. Trying to do something here real quick.
Remember, I don't know if you can see this or if you're looking. I'm pointing it right at that big old flat, shallow, super shallow flat in there. That's where all the bowfin hang out.
Oh, nice. I found something similar to that on the Ohio once down by I think it was down towards Elizabethtown, and I kept meaning to go down there. It's where there's an island and it kind of washed out part of the island and cut back out to there was a chute. It washed out part of the island and cut back out to the main river and left a bunch of knocked a bunch of trees over, left a bunch of stumps and everything, and just seems like that little calm area between the chute and the main river would probably be a good place at night to set up for a flathead. Never went down and did it.
Well, that's the only way you can tell, and it doesn't mean that it's not. If you don't, you got to go there night after night. That's the thing. Trying to find the main channel. Swing over here. It does swing over a little bit.
We won't be using that reel tomorrow unless it gets cleaned. That real squeaking and everything else.
$5.3 feet. And I'm marking lots of stuff. It could be just carp, but we'll find out. We're going to try this here.
So far, it looks like there's no pleasure boats or anything out today. I haven't seen any. Here comes a little bit more wind. I'm sure you guys can hear that.
Oh, no, it's not any worse than it's been. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, one of those just moved.
There we go. Now I'm going to get on these and see what's there.
There it goes. Rod on the left might be starting to get some attention.
I was just sitting there contemplating, do I need a second anchor? Because I'm right in the channel. I'm going to throw it out anyways.
Yeah, I threw an anchor out the back right before we started. I put a shallow water pin up off the bow.
Yeah, I tried using mine on this river, and it don't work. As soon as I get any kind of wake from a boat, it pulls it right out of the ground.
Oh, you got the 8-footers, didn't you?
Yeah, but even if I went deeper, it would still be a problem because it starts pushing the boat side to side too.
Oh no, that it will. Yeah, that it will do. I love them when I can use them. Like Mendota, they're wonderful. A lot of spots in Crab Orchard, they're great. But Red Lake, I'm limited. I'm limited where I can use them at.
I got a shad head on here, a pretty decent size one that I left on from the last spot. And my test, if I can use it again, is I'll actually squeeze it. If I can get a little bit of blood to come out of it, not just water, it's still good.
It's just ready to go. I think I'm gonna reel up and make a move. I ain't had nothing that's really made me feel confident about this spot.
After I get these casted out, I'll take a look at my iPad and see what's going on in chat. You know, every time I cast, you know what goes through my head? Man, I love this. Oh.
That was the baitless.
Wind's blowing around. Why isn't this anchor working to the front? All right. Here comes a boat to knock me right back off. I think that might be that Lund again, Josh.
That was getting bit, but it was getting neck bit.
Yep, there's that Lund, Josh.
Oh, is he coming back by?
Yeah, 20-footer with a 400 on the back.
Oh, man, it's
Nice. Some people know how to live, I guess, or how to make money. Here come the waves. See if I can do this standing up without falling out of the boat.
that cool. Anchor got a pretty good set.
All right, let's see what happens here. We'll give this spot a little while. If it don't pan out, we will move. Where? I have no clue. Uh-oh. Low battery. Close. Let me get my charger out here for my iPad. That burned up in a hurry. Oh, that's phone charger. Not what I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. See if I can save it before she shuts down.
There we go. That thing had 100 pounds of mud on it.
All right. And we're back juiced up. Let's take a look at what's going on in chat. There's Lloyd's. What's going on, Lloyd? How you doing? Hooks and hammocks in there. Hello to everyone. Eating, so no chatting for a few. Gotta be eating good if Kelly cooked for him. But then again, he's been misbehaving. It might be his last meal. Old boy outdoors. What's going on? Fishing freedom. What's up, Richard? Godstruck. I think he's at work, probably listening. I got to do this so I don't knock this thing out of the boat. Now I'm tethered to a outlet. All right, now we're golden. Can't see because of the sun, but we're golden. Let me wipe off the screen here. Ooh, we got it down to 7%.
Yeah, I'm down to 50. I might have to plug in the power bank here in a second.
Yeah, my power bank was empty. In my I got one of those Harbor Freight Pelican case clones, copies
Oh yeah, yeah.
that I carry all my equipment, and I leave my GoPro batteries charging in there all times, and I guess it never stops charging them.
That's a good idea.
It is when you remember to check it and make sure it's charged. Oh, I just got a bite on rod number 2. Sign of life.
Get that plugged in here real quick, and I'm gonna make a little bit of a run, so I'll be muted and
I will be here. Hopefully, one fish
more.
more to the count.
All right, we got the power bank on. Get this plugged in. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be back in just a minute.
All right, bud. Trying to think where I casted this one, folks. I think this one's way the heck back there. There we go. That could be. Oh, this one that I'm getting bites on. This number 2. It's on a Demon Dragon, so it's up in the water column a little bit. Probably about 12 or 18 inches. The little channel cats have a hard time getting those baits. They try. Usually they got to work at it for a while before you get hooked. At least that's what I'm finding out. But the ones that are laying on the bottom are getting hit. So that tells me they're feeding up. They just either too small or having issues. We'll give this a second. If I don't get another hit or a tick on there, we'll reel it in and check the bait. Like I said, I'm using shad and it's getting soft. Actually, I'm going to dump what I got on my cutting board out, maybe chum the water a little bit and see what happens. Because channel cats will keep eating. The one I got in my live well is pretty fat. That'll prove it, too. Something just rolled under my boat here, too. I always get excited when I see that. Hopefully it's going that way, not that way. Here we go. Come on. There's still bait on there. I thought it was on there that time. I'm gonna let him get hooked up all by himself. Let circle hook do its work. If you don't get hooked up, it wasn't meant to be. Baits are too big and fish is too small. Oh boy, it says, well done, I'm not 20 anymore. I know how you feel. Here, fishy, fishy. I think I'm out of coffee too. Made an executive decision. I didn't think I was going to be out here very long today. We're still getting taps on this number 2. Hopefully you guys can see that. Well, it don't matter. It's a dink, so it's nothing exciting, but at least it's some action. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the baits off of my board, tails and such. I don't know if it will get them worked up with feeding, but I wouldn't do this with flathead, but I don't have a problem doing it with channel cats. They're so ferocious. They'll keep eating. Besides, those have been laying out in the sun. I think they're getting a little soft, so the ones I got in the cooler will probably be good. All right, we're going to check that bait. That fish wasn't big enough to have me worried about waiting on it, so I imagine it did its thing to my bait. Let's see what she looks like. Yep, dinks, dinks, dinks. You can actually starting to see the bones it's pulling off out of the side. We'll move this one. Where to, though? There you go. Not too far back from the boat. I'm going to cast these outside ones further to the outside. Hopefully it won't clobber them, but that's usually what it is. Now that's a spread. Holy Toledo. Well, this one feels like a fish not credit. I could be wrong. I am not wrong. I'm going to cut up some fresh bait. Let's see what we got here in my bag of tricks. This is a good one. We'll keep this one out. A nice 6-inch shad. Put the head on there. Oh, check this out. I caught this in a cast net. Looks like somebody was using it for live because it's it looks like it had a hook in it. If I keep losing baits like this, we are going to move. We are going to go north. Bite's a little slower, but there's better fish there. I'm getting another hit on this number 2. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Make sure my earpiece isn't over the water. There we go. That was pretty gross. Ooh. That was so gross it makes me rethink eating what eats that thing. About this one there. Man, I love these Pro Rockets. Since I got fresh bait on the cutting board, might as well check the ones I didn't. Like this one. If I'm getting taxed by the babies, I don't want to stay here. Well, this one still got bait. It's a head though. So it'll go back out. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, people still saying hello. Watching probably while they're working. Excuse me. Josh looks like he's still on the move. Think so. It's kind of hard to see with the sun glaring at me. Man, this river is so quiet for a Friday. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Is that you, Josh?
Oh, me.
I'm getting dinked in this spot, bud. At least I heard you there for a second.
Yeah, I'll get ready to drop the anchor out.
We just had a bunch of shad or something come swimming under here. Well, it could have been catfish off the bottom. It came up off the bottom, hit something, and went back down. Oh, this number 2 is getting dinked again. Come on. You can do it, little guy. Got faith in you. At least there isn't any wind noise this time, Josh.
Oh, yeah, I've got a windbreak this time.
Oh, good deal. Sounds good. Trying to think if there's anywhere I want to try that I haven't fished before.
Let's see. Let's get that rolled up.
Oh, my outside number 4. They're all getting dinked now.
Get me another shad. Not a shad.
Number 3 got hit. Number 2's getting hit. Oh, there we go. We might be onto something. Let's get it, Mark. Yeah, we got a fish on. Little guy. A fish.
Solo layout. There we go.
Oh, yeah, channel cat rolling on the surface.
Go for it.
Mendota style. Hold on, we'll get her. All right. Hey, today's been a good day fishing. No flatheads, but a lot of channels. Oh, I hear music. It's rolling. There we go. Fish in the boat. Oh, hold on.
Heck yeah.
On the mad. Oh, nice one. Take a look at its condition. This one might be going in the box too.
That looks like a healthy fish.
Oh yeah, no bumps, no bumpity bumps. Let me get it on the grippers. This is a female. There we go. Hooked pretty good. Actually hooked through the top and the bottom of the mouth.
Hey, that works. Button her lip.
No comment. Josh, you know, I saw a winch on a broom meme the other day, made me think of you, but that's all I'm going to say about that. I was going to send it to you, but I totally forgot.
Oh, a broom?
Yeah.
John was playing with one yesterday. Oh, yeah, that one
Just,
Frisco Disco.
oh, this one's covered in them bumps. I think I'm going to let this one back.
Oh, has he got them?
Yeah, he's got them. I mean, they're not going to hurt you, but you know how that goes. Oh, and it's got, look at something going on with its tail. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, he's got hit with something.
He got broken tail.
He got broken tail. Yeah, let him live.
There you go, everybody. And he's pooping on me. Get out of here. Oh, he just went to hit me again before he left. She's a mean one. Get out of here. No, you don't get my grippers. Let go. There we go. And she gone.
I've had one take them before.
Hey, that's a fish. Another one.
I think your bite's returned.
I don't know about that. I just think it's a better spot I'm finding. In between these little dink taps, a good one's getting found every now and then. You know, that fish, that must have been, what, 7 pounds, 6, 7 pounds, maybe at the best. That could even be stretching it, but they're not as they're not as cannibals as like flathead, so you'll get them mixed in with some smaller ones, you know.
Marking some fish here this time. I'm gonna have to sit there.
Got fresh bait on there, and that one's back up.
Give that another.
All right.
Crap.
Hey, Matt says good job. Is that Jacob in here? Jacob Hagen? Hagney? What's up,
Hagney?
Jacob?
Hey, Jacob. I'm on Ren Lake, buddy. Gas prices being what they are, I've spent a lot of time on Ren Lake this year.
Yeah, I've been telling myself I need to travel to fish until they got crazy. So Fox River it is. At least except in the spring and in the fall we'll do that one trip. So
yeah, I can go to Ren Lake and it costs me about a third of what it would cost me to go to the river. So now we're anchored up on a ledge here now. That's the aerator making that noise. I could not figure out what was making that noise. Let's turn that up just a bit.
what, you keeping your shad alive?
Yeah, I am for the moment. I'll put them on ice when I'm done for the day, but right now I just threw them in the live well.
You know, people give these expensive coolers a bad rap. Like, you don't need that. You know what? I've had shad in here for 3 days and it ain't bad yet. Just kept the ice good and kept draining the water.
Keep draining the water off and keep throwing new ice on. And yeah, I mean, we kept bluegills for a week up at Lake Mendota this year. All right, this hoodie going for a while.
Oh, we're getting another hit on that same rod, that same spot. So they're right here in the middle. If this one decides what it wants to do, I might stagger these rods closer right behind the boat and see if we can't do this, because I got them spread out pretty good. The ones that are spread out aren't really getting any action whatsoever. You know, fishing during the daylight hours isn't so bad, Josh.
No, I kind of enjoy it.
I mean, I'm not hooking into them. I'm not, my odds of catching a flathead out here in the middle are slim to none.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun chasing channel cats. I can't complain.
I don't know. Both flatheads that I've caught have been during daytime hours.
Yeah.
I caught, and then neither one of them have been big. Don't get me wrong, but I caught one suspend drifting on the Ohio, and then caught one bank fishing on the Mississippi.
Now, how far off the bottom were you, out of curiosity?
I'm usually between 3 to 5 feet off the bottom.
No, so they came up and grabbed it. So
he come up, got it. I had Caitlin with me that day. It was kind of funny because that fish come up and I was going to hand her the rod and I saw it was a flathead and I'm like, now you can get the next fish. I'm going to keep it.
This one's mine. I want a flathead.
I said, I got to have this fish. She did good that day. I think she caught her like a 17 or something. So.
Oh, nice.
She was happy and I offered her the fish that bit after that. And she said, no, Dad, it's your turn. So.
I think I'm going to give this spot about, I don't know, maybe 15 more minutes. I'm not getting as fast to. What the heck was that? Something just beeped.
Reset my stopwatch here.
Oh, my darn GoPro. I wonder if I ran out of battery. I thought I turned this one off.
Huh.
I guess I did burn through the battery. So, biscuit. I think I got more. I love these snap mounts, Josh.
Oh, they're great. One of the best mounts I've ever bought for a camera. And I think I'm going to go ahead and buy their. I think I'll go ahead and buy their thing that lets you put a phone on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to buy next. They were sold out of it when I looked for it. All right, let me check the battery on this one. All right, perfect, 99%. We'll turn it off though this time.
All right, Don. Good to see you, buddy.
Have a good one, Don. Take care, bud.
Headed to doctor appointment. Hope everything goes well. Doctor appointments are never fun.
Nope. Well, sometimes they are.
I've never had fun at one.
Hey, when you get good news or when you like your doctor like I do, they can be all right. And again, me and my doctor like to talk about cigars and scotch, so we get along pretty good.
I remember you saying that now. So.
He actually saved my life when I had sepsis. They thought I was going to die, Josh.
Oh, man.
So me and him are on good terms.
Yeah, I think I would be too.
I keep telling him if something goes really wrong, I'm going to blame him for it. He gets a kick out of that.
Nice.
That sheriff that came by, he must have went clear up to the chain, probably locked through.
Oh, you had a sheriff go by?
Yeah, I had a sheriff go by in this Northwestern earlier while I was on Dave's stream. Oh, this is number 2 rod's getting tapped again.
There we go.
So is this number 4. Number 2, I think, might be hooked up.
You got him?
Oh, either that or it just got my bait because it was one of them hard pulls and let go.
Hmm.
I wonder if Lyle's awake yet.
I ain't no telling.
He's probably watching. What's up, Lyle?
Hey, Lyle, if you're watching. There, Mike Turner's here. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mike.
Mike T in the house. What's going on, bud?
This lake is not instilling me with confidence today.
Well, it could change tomorrow.
It could. I mean, it's supposed to warm up to the mid 80s tomorrow, and the wind switch around to the southwest. So, I mean, it's going to be a total opposite day of what we are today. But
I'm back, kind of. Was I buffering real bad?
oh, Mark, it's YouTube's having issues.
Oh, no. The other day, YouTube was down on a PC. The app was working, but my PC wasn't working on the web.
Yeah, I was just putting in chat. We're down to like one person watching, and it's me because it's just hanging bad. So I'm gonna.
You gonna end it, or are you gonna keep trying?
I'm gonna end it for now because it's killed it hard. Plus, I'm getting ready to make probably 2 runs that'll take me 10 minutes apiece, trying to see if I can find something up in here. The sun come out though, and the temperature's going up in a hurry. We've got to be at 65 already.
Yeah, my son's hiding behind some clouds now, and it's starting to worry me a little bit. And the wind's kicking up. It's actually blowing. Which way is it blowing? Looks like it's blowing upriver, so it's getting a little choppy. Well, choppy doesn't mean shit on this river.
Right.
But it just tells me that the weather's changing, you know? So I'm going to drive by this spot and see if there's anything on the water and go from there. I'm going to check my messages and stuff. If I don't do anything, it's already 12 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut it. If you are seeing me, it's YouTube's having some major issues, it looks like, and so appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If it comes back on later on, I may jump back on here for a little bit. And Mark, you're welcome to jump in if you're able. If you're not, this ain't a big deal. I appreciate you hanging out with me today.
Hey, I had a blast. I always do with you, Josh.
And guys, we'll talk to you after a while. So thanks for hanging out with us. It looks like YouTube's being a little funky today, so I'm gonna do some running and gunning, and hopefully can come up with a pattern, because I ain't found one yet that works. So see you.
Yeah, Josh. If you stop the stream, don't get out real quick. I want to ask you something.
Okay, here we go.